Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Kandi Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is good news, NeNe Leakes and Kandi Burruss have buried the hatchet and ended their decades long feud. I don't even know why they were feuding in the first place. I don't get it. But before we dive in, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. So, with that, you guys, let's dive right on in. So, I have thoughts on why I think NeNe is now making nice with Kandi. Don't forget, NeNe, after her lawsuit against NBC and Bravo and Andy Cohen was dismissed without prejudice, meaning that she has the ability to sue them again, which, in my opinion, means that she did not get a settlement. She didn't get any money. That's why she has the ability to sue them again. If she had actually gotten a settlement, then it would have been dismissed with prejudice, meaning that you've got the money, it's settled, you can't sue again for the same exact thing. But the fact that she has the ability to sue them again for the same exact thing means she didn't get any money. And she was on that show. I forget what the guy's name was, but she was talking about that. And she was also talking about, Kandi, and she doesn't realize why Kandi doesn't like her. The problem has always been Kandi not liking her, and Kandi's very competitive, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I think NeNe's probably trying to make nice with Kandi because she wants back on the show. She wants back in with Bravo. Even though she was suing them for racism and discrimination and favoritism and all of this stuff going on, she wants back on the show. She wants back on Bravo. So you take that however you want to take it. But let's get into what happened over Porsha Williams. I don't know what her new last name is, Gubaudier, wedding. And I'm not covering Porsha's wedding because I personally don't care. I'm just not into Porsha after the whole Simon Fallon thing. Even if Simon and Fallon, I actually think Simon and Fallon were in on the okie doke, right? I think that they both wanted fame and they both wanted fortune. And they were going to do it by any means necessary. And Porsha was the only one who kind of took the bait. Even with that, though, just the way everything went down, it's just, Porsha doesn't settle right with me. So I'm not even into that. But let's continue. This is from Radar Online. Former Roa co-stars NeNe Leakes and Kandi Burruss hug it out. Put years-long feud to bed at Porsha's wedding. The feud is over. Bravo alum NeNe Leakes buried her longtime beef with Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss over the weekend, with the two making amends at Porsha Williams' wedding. NeNe and Kandi were cordial for Porsha's ceremony and reception, even acknowledging each other during the festivities. The former Roa co-stars had been at odds for years, with accusations of jealousy and bitterness, but despite all of the ugly times, they had good ones too. That's what I mean. I never understood the beef between the two women. I don't think that they're in competition with each other, so that doesn't make any sense. I also stopped watching Roa last season, so I might need to do a refresher course on what their beef was about, but it feels like it was a big nothing burger. Their beef really had no beef, right? But let's keep going. Except for, remember, I forgot what season it was, when they had that slumber party in the hotel and it almost came to blows and Kandi got really mad. She's like, I'll drag her. And it was all NeNe's fault because NeNe was very much in her feelings. And she was being kind of egged on by, what's her name? By Kenya. The good old days, the good old days. Kandi discussed putting the feud behind them Monday on Amazon Live, revealing the duo even hugged it out one day after Porsha's wedding to Simon Gubaudier. NeNe was very nice to me, Kandi declared with excitement. We spoke, we shook hands. She said about their first interaction. We definitely be having our ups and downs, Kandi admitted, revealing the next time they saw each other, she received an embrace. And then guess what? I ended up running into her again yesterday, the very next day, and we hugged it out, Kandi said, seemingly shocked. Look at God. Yes, look at God, and also look at NeNe needing a job. And this is no shade to NeNe. I think that she was a breakout star on Roa. I think that she 100% helped to put Bravo on the map. Even though The Real Housewives of OC was the first franchise, The Real Housewives of Atlanta was really the first franchise that popped off in that real commercial, mainstream, worldwide appeal. It was really The Real Housewives of Atlanta that put them on the map, and NeNe was a big integral part in that situation. It's also been said that, Watch What Happens Live was NeNe Leakes' ideas, and Andy Cohen, got the idea from her and he went and did it himself, which unfortunately happens a lot. So be careful who you tell your ideas to, right? So props to NeNe. She's been through a lot. All of that stuff. I think it was more of her own ego that got the best of her. I think she got too big for her britches. I think once she started booking, Glee and, other acting jobs, which she was doing great in, but I think her ego got the best of her. She left the show, came back to the show. She thought she was too good for the show, this, that, and the third. So I think that if she just would have ridden the wave of her fame, of her likability, of her bookability with some humility, I think NeNe could have been really, really big, right? I think she could have been really big. But unfortunately, sometimes when you get money, when you get fame, that ego will take you down. And I really think that's what it is. And I don't think NeNe is a bad person at all. I don't think she's a bad person, but I think she fell into that fame trap, right? Where she became NeNe instead of being herself. And I think that's what really got her, as opposed to Kandi, where Kandi has money, Kandi has fame, she has likability, she's worldwide. But there is a humility to Kandi. Yes, she knows she's the rich one. She knows she has the money. She knows she has the spinoff shows. She has the relationships. But there's still a humility to Kandi that makes her likable and easy to work with. The executives at Bravo, at NBC, they like working with Kandi. Kandi has a lot of connections in the music industry, entertainment industry. She's acting. She's doing this, that, and the third. So yes, she's a boss. Yes, she's confident. Yes, she handles it. But she also has a humility and a grace to her that makes her easy to work with. And I think that's really what the difference is. They're both very talented women in different ways. NeNe's personality is a talent of itself. Her reads is a talent of herself. NeNe is a whole vibe. So, and obviously Kandi is a fantastic businesswoman and great songwriter and all of that. So they're very talented in their own ways. But I think what boils down to why is one more successful than the other is the ego and humility factors going on. So, and that also could be because, Kandi was brought up in the entertainment business. She was basically groomed for it. She went to school for it and everything, and she had Mama Joyce. So there could be some of that going on. Who knows? But let's keep going. Their makeup seems to be genuine because when the Jasmine brand shared the video of Kandi speaking on NeNe, the ex-Bravo star even showed love in the comment. NeNe posted several hands-raising emojis indicating she was happy with Kandi's version of events. The ladies have been going back and forth for years, with NeNe claiming it was suspicious that she didn't get her own spinoff despite her massive following. When other Roa stars did, while she didn't name Kandi, fans and her co-star made assumptions, leaving Kandi to call NeNe out at the last reunion she filmed. NeNe also accused Kandi of calling her a racial slur, something the songwriter denied. I don't see Kandi calling NeNe a racial slur. I don't know about that one, NeNe. I don't know about that one. Okay. Things got worse when NeNe sued Bravo and others associated with the Roa franchise, hurling accusations of racism, sabotage, and more. Despite her shocking allegations, Kandi didn't agree, adding more fuel to their already heated feud. In June, Kandi addressed their battle. "No, we don't talk. We don't have a good relationship in that sense," she told ET when asked where she stood with NeNe. "I don't know what the future would hold, but as of now, we don't have a good relationship, so we don't communicate." Dun, 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 dun. But I think NeNe was ready to open up the lines of communication because NeNe wants to be back on Bravo. She wants to be back in the good graces. She wants her own spinoff. She wants Kandi as an ally in the entertainment industry. Because I'll tell you this, it's better to have Kandi on your side than not on your side, even though Kandi's spinoff, Old Lady Gang, got canceled, I think most likely because of the lawsuits with, what was going on with the violence that happened at the at the restaurant more so than like ratings or anything. But anyway, Kandi is still in good graces with all of the executives, and I think NeNe wants that back. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you like me and you think that their feud in the first place kind of made no sense? It was very frivolous and really wasn't a beef to even really talk about. Are you into Porsha? Are you guys into Porsha? You know, were you excited for her wedding? I don't know if it was filmed anywhere. If it's going to be shown anywhere, I don't know. But did you care? You know, did you look at the photos? I saw the photos on Instagram because like it just came up in feeds and it looked really photoshopped. It looked like they put their heads on other people's bodies. It looked really whack, but let me just stop there. I don't know. Are you guys into Porsha? Let me know. And what do you think about NeNe and Kandi putting this quote feud aside? Why do you think NeNe wants to be friends with Kandi again? And what are Kandi's motives for getting back cool with NeNe? Maybe she just doesn't want to have a beef with anybody. So with that, you know what to do. Go ahead and leave your questions in your comments. But before you do that, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a key is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. With that, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Kandi Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Kandi Washington. Let's go!